Hey guys, I thought I'd do something a little bit different this time and make a really comprehensive Xbox video. I've collected a huge amount of information on Xbox repairs and modding, so I want to share that with everybody before I move on to other things. I'm going to go over some general history of the console, some motherboard revisions that exist, common repairs, disassembly, and of course, soft mods and hard mods. I just want all of this information to kind of be located in one place since when I was learning everything, it just took a lot of time tracking down sources for everything and details and instructions. So I want this to be a good way for a beginner to get into the Xbox as a system, both to play and to mod in general. So without further ado, here is everything I've ever learned about the original Xbox. Let's start with a little bit of history. The Microsoft Xbox was released in November of 2001 and was succeeded by the Xbox 360 in 2005. It was the first home gaming console developed by Microsoft, and it competed alongside the Nintendo GameCube and the Sony PlayStation 2, with the Xbox securing second place in number of units sold, right behind the hugely successful PS2. Microsoft was losing its gaming market share to home consoles and wanted Windows to be the preferred platform for gamers and game developers. The name Xbox comes from DirectX, which refers to the graphics API used by Windows. In layman's terms, it's just a tool set that Microsoft uses to make games. The idea was that games made on the PC could easily be ported over to the Xbox with little translation required. From the start, it was intended to be a Windows PC disguised as a cooler, edgier game console. Essentially, a stripped-down Windows machine that only plays video games. The original prototype was built from spare Dell parts and even retained the look of a PC as a finished product. It's very large and heavy, mostly due to a full-size DVD drive and a standard 3.5-inch hard drive that would have been found in any desktop PC at the time, and can still be found in PCs. Like the Dreamcast, it also had a large internal power supply instead of an external brick. The Xbox is known for achieving many firsts. This would be the first console to ever include an internal hard drive for saving user data. It also kickstarted the world of online gaming as we know it with Xbox Live. Players would connect via the Ethernet port in the back of the console. While other companies remained unconvinced of its value, players would discover Xbox Live and play with others from around the world with cool headsets, something that has become standard in the modern gaming world. Technically, the Dreamcast and some others experimented with online play before, but Microsoft was the first to achieve a winning strategy for online gaming, with a smart interface, good marketing, and solid timing. The Xbox also began the modern high-definition arms race that continues today with 4K capable consoles. At the time, it was capable of utilizing widescreen HD TVs for digital audio and video. An HD AV pack, which was sold separately, allowed most games to achieve 480p resolution, with some games going up to 720p and only a handful of games going up to 1080i. For reference, the Wii, which came out in late 2006, maxes out at 480p across all of its games. The HD pack also enables certain games to take advantage of digital audio and surround sound. Again, something that other consoles didn't explore very much. The Xbox also started the trend of multimedia consoles becoming the norm. 2001 was a time when DVDs were replacing VHS tapes, making DVD drives hot items to own. Upgrading to a digital version of your favorite movie and playing it on your HD game console was a very marketable idea. Certain movie DVDs actually came bundled with demos for Xbox titles. Unfortunately, Microsoft decided to lock DVD movie capability from the user unless they purchased a separate DVD receiver and remote. This seemed to cost them, since the PS2 outsold the Xbox many times over due to its DVD functionality working right out of the box. Ask most people who purchased a PS2 and they'll tell you that having a DVD player built in with no extra hassle was a primary reason for purchase. The Xbox, however, was capable of ripping music CDs to the hard drive, and certain games allowed the use of a custom soundtrack. which I think is pretty cool. It's too bad more games didn't take advantage of it. It's definitely something that became more popular with later consoles. But one gripe that I do have is that when I want to listen to a CD, I cannot do anything else. There is no multitasking here. Either you listen to the CD in the audio CD menu, or you don't listen to it. There's no way to rip a CD to your hard drive and then have a specific song play when you start up your Xbox, nor is there a way to have the CD play while you're in your menu. Nor can you skip around to your favorite part of the song. You can either stop, go to the next song, or go to the previous song. That's it. If you have a song that you like and it's 10 minutes long and you just want to listen to that one part near the end, you're gonna have to either wait 10 minutes or just put your CD in a different machine. Alright, let's talk about the controller. The initial controller design has become known as the Duke. It was very large compared to other controllers and it felt a bit uncomfortable to use. I remember trying it out as a 10-year-old and I did not enjoy it. It's got some weird oblong face buttons that's pretty uncommon. Those two slots at the top can hold a Xbox memory card which can be used to transfer game saves from one system to another. But the controller was not very popular. In Japan, the outcry against the Duke was so great that they released a smaller, more ergonomic design called the S-Type controller. It was praised as a step in the right direction and soon became the standard controller for the Xbox across all regions. Just by taking one look at it, you can tell that much of its design was carried over into the Xbox 360 controller, which was widely praised. In all, it was a pretty revolutionary system in my opinion. It didn't sell very well, especially overseas. It was largely rejected in Japan in favor of the PS2. I definitely feel like Microsoft ironed out a lot of issues that they had with the original Xbox when they designed the 360, even though the 360 had many hardware problems of its own. I didn't grow up with it, and I didn't really know anyone who did, so I don't really hold any nostalgia for it. I've only really gotten into the system for about a year now. When I bought a used Xbox off Craigslist, and I just started messing around with it, playing some games, exploring the modding scene, which is still pretty active. I got to know how to take care of the system, how to mod it, how to upgrade the hard drive, how to fix them. I've actually gotten a little addicted to fixing them. I think I've done over maybe about 3 dozen consoles by now. It makes me feel pretty good that what would have ended up in the landfill is now in somebody's house being played and somebody's having fun with it. So I think it was definitely worth it. Anyways, those are my thoughts. I want to move on to part 2, so I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.